Few words of introduction. My name is Anita Sajkiewicz. I run my own online practice, Nimbus Accounting Limited, and I specialize in working with entrepreneurs and small business owners across Ireland. Nimbus is a small family business which I started over a year ago, a year and a half exactly. Prior to that, I spent over 20 years working in industry, mainly in multinational companies of different sizes. I gained experience in various financial and management accounting roles. I am myself a chartered accountant, ACCA, and my company is also a member of the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. What is our mission? It's quite simple. We help forward-thinking entrepreneurs and small business owners across Ireland start, manage, and grow their business so they can keep more money in their pockets. I just want to mention here that we are not just traditional year-end accountants who prepare annual accounts, tax returns, and look after your bookkeeping and payroll. On top of that, we also provide our clients with ongoing support to help them manage finances in their business and to help them navigate through difficult times like the pandemic, for example. So what is an annual income tax return? If you are already a self-employed person, in other words, a sole trader, most probably you know that you need to file your annual income tax return every year. However, this is not the only case when an income tax return has to be filed and prepared. So I will mention later who else has to file income tax returns. What actually is an income tax return? In simple words, an income tax return, also called Form 11 or F11, is a calculation of taxes due on all your income altogether, not only trading income. This will include your PAYE income, so any income you have from employment, your trading income, your investment income, rental income, etc. Any income you may have from any source. The tax return itself is a complex document or application rather, because we file it online now. And it consists of many panels which are very detailed, and they are prepared for every possible scenario. So today we are not going to go through each of them in every single detail, because firstly, it would only confuse you. In 80% of cases, it's not applicable, and I suppose it wouldn't be applicable to you. I will only show you the ones which are most relevant. So you can see the examples on the screen. So the sections will relate to your personal details, residence status, income from all sources. So there are several segments for different types of income. Available tax credits, exemptions, deductions, and extracts from your trading accounts, financial statements. The income tax return is usually prepared by an accountant on the basis of documentation submitted by you. And as a result, the final tax liability or refund is calculated, and the return is filed using Revenue Online Service, ROS. Some of you may ask if it is possible to file the return on paper. In theory, it is possible, but the revenue are really reluctant to accept any paper forms. It's cumbersome. I wouldn't advise that. If you decide to file a paper form, you will not have an option to receive an automated calculation. If you file online, the revenue will calculate the most important parts of tax liability for you. You will not get that on the paper form. This session mainly relates to sole traders, but I'm going to show you the tax return, and there is a section for company directors which you have to fill in. So you can also benefit, you can still benefit from this section because it's the same tax return. All right, so let's move on. Who should file the return? Who has an obligation to file the income tax return? As I already mentioned earlier, mainly sole traders would have this obligation in relation to their trading income, of course. But apart from them, there are other groups of so-called chargeable persons who are required to file such returns. The most common example would be company directors of limited companies controlling more than 15% of the share capital. Also, if your main income originates from rent, investments, or if you have some foreign income or maintenance payments, you will have to file an income tax return.